Hey everybody, I just wanted to make a quick video on how to craft gear, basically taking these yellow items and turning them into legendaries. Ideally you want to craft your own gear so that way you can get the best affixes that will benefit your character. On the yellows you want to usually try to find a 3 out of a 4, and basically what that means is 3 affixes are what you could use, and the fourth one you're going to change to something you can use. This item here, this item here, these are all considered 3 out of 4s depending on your build. And we're going to change a couple of them and craft our legendary. So the process is pretty simple. First thing you need to do is you'll go to the occultist. Once here at the occultist, you'll want to go to enchant item. Now it's cheaper to re-roll a yellow item before you roll it as a legendary. Legendaries take fiend roses, which you get from doing hell tides, where re-rolling yellows does not require fiend roses, and the gold price is cheaper. So basically what we want to do here, we're going to add this item. We want to change this lucky hit chance. I want to change this to maximum life because that'll benefit me the most. And once you select which one you want to change, you'll click enchant item. Now this cannot be reversed, so once you do it, it's there, but you can change it, only that item again. Now we did not get maximum life, so I'm just going to click no change. Materials won't be refunded. So now we could try it again. Maximum life, there we go. Now you can see it's plus 269 maximum life out of a range of 161 to 341. That's not a bad roll. You can try to increase it, but it's going to cost you more materials, more gold, and it could take you 15, 20 times before you see max life again. But for now, we're going to roll with this. If you cannot see the numbers in the brackets where it said 161 to 341, you'll need to turn that on, and that is in the options. Gameplay, advanced tooltip compare. You want to turn this one on. And advanced tooltip information. You want to turn that on. Click save changes. And now you'll be able to see what the possible rolls could have been on your items. So now that we've rolled this item, we want to print the item with an aspect. We're going to go with this one first. This was sacred. You don't have to use sacred, but for this I wanted to show you how we can turn a sacred into ancestral. So we'll put this here under extract aspect. Now we'll go to here to imprint aspect. So we'll take the helm. This is going to be an aspect from the inventory we just got, which is right here. So we want to add that one. There's our preview. And now that item is a legendary that you've crafted. Now we can upgrade it to ancestral. First we need to take the aspect off of the ancestral piece we want to use, which this one is shared misery. Go back to imprint aspect, put your helm in. There's our aspect we just extracted. Now you can see it's an ancestral legendary. And then we'll go over the step one more time. You want to take your yellow item, place it in the box, figure out which one you want to re-roll. For this one here, I want to re-roll all stats and hopefully get a crit strike chance within the first couple tries. Otherwise, it starts getting pretty expensive. Try again. There we go, crit strike chance. It's decent, 6.5% out of a possible 8. You can try to get it higher. Like I said, it could get real expensive and you can end up spending 20, 40, 80, 100 million gold and never see a higher than 6.5%. So now that the gloves are made, we want to enchant them. So, or I'm sorry, imprint them with an aspect. So we're going to use this ring here. We're going to take the aspect bursting venoms off. We'll go back to imprint. And there's the gloves. Now we have ancestral gloves that are imprinted with the bursting venoms. Now, once you've done that, if you don't have the aspect, you can always use an aspect from the Codex of Power if you have found it in one of the dungeons. When you do dungeons in open world, usually they have a reward and it's an aspect for that you can use. Just to show you the list here. So we'll just go to the Codex of Power, and now here's all the aspects that I can imprint on it. And like I said, you get these here. It says unlocked by completing Underroot in Skosklin. But now that we've imprinted those and made them, we want to go and upgrade them. So we will run over to the blacksmith. So we'll click on the upgrade weapons and armor, put the helm in there, and we can upgrade it as many times as you want. If it's a early item, not in-game item, you're looking for better, you might not want to upgrade it all the way to level 5 just to save materials. But in this video, we're going to take it all the way to level 5. Same with the gloves. And now we have these 2 items that we crafted. And the helms you'll want to put, usually depending on your build, you'll want to put a ruby. I don't have a ruby in my inventory, so we'll just use that emerald to show you. Just put it right there in the socket. If for some reason you get a yellow item that does not have a socket in it, you can add sockets to items by going over here to the jeweler. These don't need sockets. Like this piece here is a socketable item, so we'll go to add sockets. It'll give us 1 socket, but this can take 2, so we'll just repeat the process. And now you can put 2 gems in there, 2 rubies. And that is pretty much it on crafting your own gear. All based on luck, really, on getting good rolls on the yellows, like a 3 out of 4s. Like this item here is a 3 out of 4. It's got vulnerable damage, crit strike damage, all stats. I would re-roll damage to crowd controlled enemies to dexterity if I was to use this sword, or dagger, I mean. And the same with this ring here. I would use everything on it, most likely. I would change critical strike damage with immune skills to critical strike chance. And other than that, that's about it. If you have any questions or comment, leave them at the bottom of the video. If you found it helpful, leave a thumbs up.